Hello, good afternoon for our Malaysian friends and good morning to some of our friends from overseas. So we are back again and we are live at this moment of time, and some of you could share from Samsia's page, respectively to your own timeline. Now I'm the co-host for today. My name is Connie Chu, as most of you have known, and I would like to introduce our next guest for today. Now, our special guest, he has, before I get him here to be interviewed by me, I would like to give him a brief intro. This person, Dennis Kong, has a very interesting life journey and also a very enterprising person. He started off as a lorry delivery man. Wow. And next, he was working as his career was service director at Nirvana Memorial Park. And he became a professional estate planner at Rockville. And currently, he is owner of two outlets of a cafe. It's called Avok Bar, Malaysia. Basically selling a lot of related avocado related food products. And he just told me that he's going to open his third outlet, and every ingredients inside on the menu, they are washed with Kangen water. And he earned last year in year 2020, he is one of the top 20 entrepreneurs in Malaysia. And he's also a student of Adrian Lee in terms of property investment. He has two sons, and his current ranking in Enagic is 6A42. Wow. So we have Dennis Kong.
Hi, Connie.
We want to dig into you to know how you climb your ladders to your today's position. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm at home.
Which part of Malaysia?
Oh, okay. I'm at Miri, Sarawak.
Okay, for some of you who do not know where is Miri, he is actually across the South China Sea at the Borneo side of Malaysia in what do you call it? East Malaysia, right? In a state called Sarawak. On top, right? On top of Sarawak. Good to see you, Dennis.
Yeah, good to see you too.
You see, whenever you see him, you see this smiling face all the time. Right. So on top of what I have mentioned about you just now, Dennis Kong, do you have anything to add on before I actually interview you officially?
Oh, nothing. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So let me start by asking you the first question.
Sure.
When did you start your Kangen business?
Before I answer your question, I would like to thank Samsia and of course everyone on the committee and everyone who actually take your time to participate. That is great value. Okay, so thank you all, and I want you all to thank yourself. So actually, to be honest, I get to know Kangen, I think roughly 10, 11 years ago, roughly there. So at that time, take note, at that time, the person actually tried to sell me a product. So at that time, when I reached his office for something else, he turned over his laptop and he tried to talk to me about Kangen water. And that scares me off. So I made up the excuses and quickly run away, to be honest.
I would like to know why it scares you off. Let's say, for example, if that is something of value, high value, and like everyone has said that it is a healthy product. How did it scare you?
To be honest, I can only say that it might be human nature.
Mm.
We, as a human, we don't like to be sell. We don't like people to sell things to us. So I think it's a defense mechanism, maybe. So I just simply doesn't like to be sales. So I just make up excuses. I don't even understand what is he talking about actually.
Wow, so that was like 10, 11 years ago
Yeah,
before Samsia even started, right?
yeah.
Uh-huh. So yeah, so how did you get interested into doing Kangen business, and tell us a bit of your early days journey.
Okay, at that time, actually, on and off, there's still another people who try to recruit me on doing Kangen. Nothing wrong with that. Kudos to them. But the thing is like this. At that time, guys, please don't be angry. At that time, I'm a service director of a very prestige company in Malaysia. So at that time, I actually look at it look down on it. I think that is a business of like asking me to be a plumber. so in a way, I'm being honest here. I actually look down on it. So I actually have no interest at all. But somehow, God has His own way. Somehow, at that, unfortunately, actually, my own son was diagnosed with brain tumor.
Mhm.
So actually, at that time, after people introduced me to like get in touch with American Anti-Cancer Institute, and after following their protocol, including Kangen water, wow, my son greatly improved. So slowly, a lot of things changes. And to be honest, at that time, I was still reluctant to actually introduce the product, even though our family has experienced the benefits of the water. But of course, maybe I can say it's face. I cannot put down my face. I'm a service director. How can you ask me to sell a water machine? So at that time, my upline is very smart. He just tell me, it's okay. Why not? We just earn back the machine. He told me like that. Then you just bring some of your friends, relatives, then you get back the machine. He said it's simple. I'll help you do some demo. So after much like nagging from him, I say okay lah, we just give it a try. So at that time when I try, wow, something very amazing happened.
Mhm.
I gotten 40 plus thousand ringgit of commission on the first month. It scares
Wow.
me. It scares me. I say, what is that? I was so shocked.
Uh-huh.
So slowly from there, I started to change my mentality. So at that time, I started to accept the business.
So this one, the income is more than your.
Sorry, I think you
Yeah,
muted.
yeah. So finally you found out that with this income that you saw, that was like overtook your prestigious business, the income that you earn from your prestigious business. Could you tell us more about that business of yours as a service director?
Actually, to put it simple, I'm one of the person to actually like get the business whenever a person die, pass away.
All right.
So we need to close in the deal, and then we need to coordinate the funeral.
Ah.
So at that time, actually, to me, introducing a product that is 20,000 ringgit or 14,000 ringgit, to me, is so cheap. To
Oh.
us, in our memorial park, any funeral plot, easily 50, 60, 70,000, easily. We even have burial plot more than 1 million ringgit.
Wow.
So actually, it doesn't shock me to sell the machine at such price. To me, it's simple. But to be honest, the income almost 3 times I mean, if you compare apple to apple, if you compare to apple, the product price and the income that it give me back me is actually three times more. So from there, I started to get like more and more interested in the business. And one of the key point that actually the tipping point, let's put it like this, the tipping point actually at that time is simply because even though my previous business also give me a lot of income, or it also feed the family, but the thing is like this, that business, even though it's good, the responsibility and the time is too much. Because if you understand about funeral line business, there is no like time for them to call you. They will call you 24/7.
Yeah, it's true.
Even in the middle of a wedding, even in the middle of a Chinese New Year, even in the middle of the night, you will get calls.
Yeah, it's true.
So it actually defeats the purpose of, for example, for me, why I do that work is because I need to feed the family. I need to build a life. But the time and effort that I put in actually defeat the purpose. Why? Because I lost a lot of time. So it actually defeat the purpose. That's why slowly, I started to accept Kangen business. And of course, other than the income, actually, guys, I believe all of you has experienced it already. You get to help people. You get to help people change their health, change their financial income. But of course, they themselves have to like take responsibility, take accountability. We can only tell you the opportunity, but you yourself have to be accountable.
Well, imagine that in 1 month, right, there's approximately 10,000 US dollar in your account. That's amazing, isn't it? Like your eyes was like popping out, isn't it? Yeah. So next, I would like to ask you, Dennis, how long did it take you to go to 6A? And how do you do it?
Actually, it took me 14 months. It's not any world record, but at that time, I was simply all out. I put everything I have, all my time, all the effort. I put everything in. So at that time, I made a very big mistake. I personally sell a lot of machine because at that time, I didn't understand about recruiting. I only understand doing sales. So actually, I put all of my time and effort to do the sales. So it's a good news and a bad news. Good news is because when we reach 6A, we earn a certain amount of income. But the bad news is you does not have the team to actually help you to go further.
Yeah.
So at that time, I actually become a bit stagnant. I'm still active in the business, but my business does not grow exponentially. So that is something that I want you all to take note.
So of course, right now I see it as a good thing because I'm sure you have learned that whoever that you recruit now, you train them to be like you. So if everybody were to be able to do sales, isn't it a wonderful team, productive team?
Yeah, true.
So I want to learn from you also, Dennis.
We learn together.
Private message you after this, okay? All right. Next question will be, what is your one, two, or three biggest factors to success?
To put it simple, actually, everyone here can be successful. Everyone. But I always found out if you want to earn money, there's few simple factor that you have to take in. The first factor is timing. For example, if now you are doing something that is outdated already, something that market doesn't need, then it's very hard for you to actually to be successful, no matter how good you are or how hardworking you are. So I think this is the first factor, timing. The second, timing, I believe making choices is always more important than your hard work. Hard work is important, don't get me wrong, but if your time, if you choose the wrong way or the wrong platform, it's very hard also. There will be a lot of hurdles. Number three, hold yourself accountable. Why? Because only one simple word to describe. Success is not you want or you don't want. Success is you want or you must want. Meaning to say, everyone would like to have a Ferrari. Everyone would like to have a mansion, but they didn't really must want. If you want, everybody want to be successful. Everybody want to have a good family, good fortune. Everyone wants to be lucky. But did you really want it? So you really have to think about this. So I think this is the three things that always accompany me during my my adventure in Kangen or any other venture that I venture into.
Yeah, it's true. I really come across many people like what you have said. They want, but they are not willing to get themselves wet or be painful a little bit, because success is like not what you like. You pray and you just sit there and wish for, and then it's going to fall from the sky, isn't it?
True.
So your three factors of success is timing. This is so true, because sometimes if like too early, there might be no takers, right? No market. Too late, yeah, all of the market. Timing is very, very important. I think our business is just at the beginning.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
We are at
and
the
also
right timing.
right time, especially now, especially now, pandemic time. So timing is important, making choices, and also hold yourself accountable.
True.
Yep. Thank you so much, Dennis.
Actually, I would like to put in something that you mentioned just now.
Please go ahead.
Guys, I would like participation from all of you. Can you guys tell me, does money fall down from the sky? Just as Connie mentioned just now. Thank you, Justin. Very happy to see all of you put in the comments.
Yeah.
Actually, let's say, thank you, Bernard. Let's say money fall down from the sky tomorrow. Let's say, isn't it you still need to rush over it, kneel down or bend down to actually grab the money? Am I right?
Yeah, so true.
So actually, money is falling from the sky already. The problem is, did you really put effort to spread Kangen to everyone? You see, talking about Bernard, I saw him in the comment just now. I see him talk to everyone all the time. When he was queuing up for taking the boarding ticket of the plane, he actually talked to the people in front of them. Hey man, I like your shoes. When I was taking like lunch in a cafe with him in Singapore, suddenly a person walked by. He was suddenly, hey bro, nice watch. He talked to everyone. So guys, did you do that or not?
So this,
Hopefully that will help you all.
yeah. Just now when you talk about even when the money fall from the sky, you also have to rush over to pick it up, right? That got me recall a story. This story is about a very lazy man. So in the olden China days, so the child from young until became an adult, he has always been a very lazy person. So the parents always feed him, so he wouldn't even use his hand to pick up any food. So one day the parents had to go somewhere, go out of the town. So they fear that the son will be hungry, and so they tie a big piece of biscuit in front of him. And so when 3 days later, when the parents came back, they found him dead. You know why? Because he was just eating that bit. He was too lazy to go to the other side and turn the biscuit around.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So so Dennis, if you have a chance to go back to day one, you started in Ajik. With what you know today, is there anything you would do differently?
Yes, yes, totally,
Yeah.
totally. I think I can't say is being regret. I can only say that we learn along the way and we improvise on it. After much time spent with Bernard and Samsia, I actually found out that I'm a very good marketer. I'm a very good sales manager, put it like that. But I didn't know that in order for me to recruit people, it's not teaching them to do sales. It's teaching them to attend EKW and teaching them to get people to EKW. So that is what I will change. Really, guys, I tell you all sincerely from my heart. Actually, is about leveraging on event. Do you know, guys? You don't have to be the same Sia. You don't have to be Bernard. You don't have to be Cynthia, whatever. All you need to do is learn how to sell the story of people going to EKW before and after. What happened to them? What kind of value they get? And what happened to them afterwards? Then people get excited. Don't tell people EKW. I tell you, EKW very good. Learn a lot about Kangen. Who want to learn about Kangen? So people are excited about other people's story. Other people, like myself, if I tell you, I'm a person who was actually at the back of the lorry, under the sun, having had to pick up goods. I still remember the first day when I was picking up the goods. I actually cried. I'm not kidding. I actually cried. It was so heavy. I can't really burden it, I can't really leave it, but I need the salary. I have to like go on with it. But at the end, I learned that it's not about being the smart one. It's about how to leverage. So guys, all of us must leverage. Even I'm a person without any background, I can reach where I am today. So all of you can too.
Yeah, this is so inspiring because you do have story to tell. From the time when you said you were a lorry delivery guy, right? This is so amazing to see your transformation from the time before. I can imagine that. I can imagine your tears. My eyes are wet now. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So for that, we are also thankful to our upline, Sam Sia, who has been like organizing this essential Kangen workshop for the last so many years. In fact, before, I think it was like 6 years already. Before that was 1 day Kangen business training. So I've attended a lot, and I also learned quite later on that it is the event that we should be selling, not the product. So Dennis, what is your biggest goal now in Ajik business?
I would like to change 100 more people's lives in the coming 10 years. As the saying goes, as our slogan goes, sorry, change your water, change your life. It's not, you see, Mr. Oshiro didn't name it change your water, change your health. It change your water, change your life. Believe it or not everyone needs to be a Dex 3, Dex 6, Dex 8. Sometimes, for some people, they just need an extra 5,000 ringgit a month. But that can already change their life. So I'm willing to put the effort and time to change 100 more people, the life, change their life. It's not about changing their health only. But in order to do that, you must put aside your own, what do you call that? Your own benefit first. Please don't put the money sign here first. Earning money is nothing wrong. But if you, when you approach a person, no matter it's the business or the product, if everything that you talk about is about, they can feel you just want to earn the money. Your friends are not stupid. So please be sincere, really help them to change their life as our slogan goes. So that is what I want to do in the next 10 years. My biggest goal.
This is so
Then the money will come itself, agree?
Yeah. You know, I feel touched, very touched as well, very emotional, because the slogan is so real. It is so real because at the start, right, you don't feel it until when you touch so many lives. Because over the last 10 years, I have also sold many machines to many people, and no one, not even a single one, will come and complain about the functions of the machine or the water is not helping them. So almost everybody gets help. So that's why all with that, right, I'm even more confident. That gave me a lot of confidence to talk about the product, because we cannot just, like you say, sell to get the money. It is selling through health via Kangen machine, and then get more people who need new businesses to do and come in and spread this true health, the words of true health, and to many people, and the money will just come rolling in like a snowball effect. Yeah.
Also, don't because you recruit them, because you felt them, they are the next Samsia, you want to earn money from them. Don't think like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. And what's your greatest advice to new guy who joins Enagic today and wants to be like you up there?
Actually, it's very simple. Believe it or not, we human like to complicate things. So if you come in as a newbie and if you are serious about the business, actually, I only have one word for you. Please buy EKW tickets even before you have any prospect that you have in mind already. Make it a responsibility. Let me share something with you. Many years ago, when I was in this Nirvana Memorial Park, there's something very good that they do. They have a lot of event, no matter it's in the like restaurant, banquet hall, or even in the Nirvana Park itself. So whenever they do all this kind of event, they actually sell tickets, and they actually almost like force already. They force us to buy the ticket. So when you have the ticket, believe it or not, you will find people to fill in. Not when you already have like how many person in your mind, then you buy the ticket. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You really have to buy the ticket first. So that you can, then you have to learn how to sell the story. So how do you actually sell the story of EKW? You have to attend first. Then you will have story to tell. That is my advice to all newbie. That is the single most important thing. You don't believe me? Guys, I challenge you. Try ask something about Kangen to Samsia. I think he can't even answer you.
Could you share with us one story that you would like, you know, when you sell the EKW? One of the stories that you would share.
I think it's last year, I can't remember the month. Actually, last year there's another like offline EKW at KL. There's another one. So at that time, I actually invited a person who actually went to there. It's a couple, both of them. So the husband was the wife was very keen. The husband so-so. So at the end of the day, after the EKW, the husband actually give full support for the wife to proceed with the business. So it's very inspiring to me. Use leverage. Why, guys, I tell you all, sometimes it's like this. Your friend doesn't believe you. Because they will feel that you want to sell something, or you want to like make them a recruit so that you can earn money through them. People will think like that. It's normal. But do you guys know that when it comes out from other people's mouth, they feel different? For example, I tell you, 2 years ago, I bring some of my teammates to Eric Worre Las Vegas event. Would you all believe me if I tell you half of the thing that Eric Worre share is the same with what I share to them? But do you know what happened to them? They clap so loud. They say, "You are right, very good. Oh, what you say, you are right." You know, I was very angry because I say, "Hey, I already told you, guys know that. I already told you. Why you don't believe me? Every already say you believe."
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Go ahead, please.
can you see the power of event?
You know, I remember our upline JV Pacifico. He ever said that, yes, I know my friends, they love me, they all love me, but they don't trust me. Yeah, this is quite true, no, Dennis, because sometimes when I do have team members, right, and I thought I told them this already, but why they get so excited when they attended events, like, you know, they say clap their hands and they say yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's why event is important. Yeah, attending events in the network marketing businesses. So Dennis, we do have some older senior leaders in Ajik who are probably, you know, stagnated already. So what's your message to them? So for some of them who are stagnated, could be due to some certain challenges, either personal or market conditions. So what would be your message to some of our older leaders who are not moving forward?
Before I go into that, I want to share something. That guy was also, the guy who shared with me was also in this session today. I saw his name already. Actually, a few days ago, he told me that some of the distributor told him that, guys, when you listen to Samsia, to Bernard, to all those leaders, even me, they say, you know, they already make it, so they say it like that. You should stop selling, you should start recruiting. I'm not saying you should stop selling. People want to buy, you sell lah. But you focus more on the recruiting, right? So whenever you tell them like that, they will say, "Ah, yeah, you guys already make it there. So they can say it like that now, lor." To be honest, guys, do you know the first 3 to 4 years of my journey, I also got stagnant. I only have 1 6A under me.
Wow. Okay.
After I decided to change, hey, no, I made the decision to change. I really made the decision to change. I started to do recruiting. My income dropped drastically. My income dropped drastically. But few years later, now I have 196A under me.
Wow.
So guys, can you see that?
Wow.
If you are stagnant, please be prepared to change your mentality. Don't tell me market has changed, economy is going into recession. Don't tell me that. This, no matter what kind of economy state we are in now, believe it or not, people are still earning money in bad economy. People also go broke in good economy. The money is still in the market. The money did not, like, what do you call, evaporated, right? The money didn't fly into space. The money is still on earth. The problem is, where is the money? And can you get them to you? Can you attract the money to you? So guys, don't talk about like the market has changed. You need to change. You know, I think few months ago, somebody shared with me, this kind of business, you know, just do few years, cannot do anymore. That's why we are stagnant now. Guys, that is not true. I see a lot of new people who come in and they are actually getting result. They become 6A, 6A2 much, much faster than me. Why? Because they change. They use technology. They do a lot of new things. So guys, only one word for you all. Be ready to change. And take messy action, not massive, messy. MESSY. Whatever that you are not comfortable with, just do it. Then slowly you will become comfortable. Slowly you will become you will improve. You know, last time, many years ago, I still remember the first time I was invited on stage to make a simple sharing. I totally black out. I totally black out. Nothing that I can remember. I totally lost speech and I calmed down. I didn't even finish. So from there, slowly, I get uncomfortable. I get comfortable with my uncomfortable. So slowly I change. I take messy action. Be ready to be messy. Just change. Then slowly you will get better result, new result. Guys, please don't, because we are nearing tipping point, believe it or not. I still remember many years ago when I start to, what do you call that, to be involved with Kangen business. Do you know that when I tell them about Kangen, all of them ask me, what is that? Then I think around 4 years ago, when I talk about Kangen, do you guys know what happened? I know that one, very expensive one. Then, guys, take note. Then, this year, when I share about Kangen business with new people, do you know what happened? They start to tell me, oh, that one I know. A lot of people say it's good. Oh. You know, next time I move to new home, I want to buy that one. Oh. Hey, after my filter broken, I want to change to this one. Oh. Can you see we are nearing the tipping point? No matter how stagnant you are, please get ready to change because you really don't want to. I share with you something that happened to me. I think many years ago, I made the wrong approach to a lady. I tried to sell her the machine many years ago. So she wasn't interested at all. Then at that time, I didn't even do the follow-up. As I said, initial year of my business, I actually stagnant a bit also because I used the wrong approach. Then do you know what happened? Few years ago, I saw her at EKW bringing 16 new distributors. Can you imagine how I felt at that time? I really want to smack myself. So guys, it's not too late. We are nearing the tipping point. Can you imagine if you stagnant now, then later, few years later, you see in Facebook or whatever social media, you saw that, hey, this person is my friend. Oh. Now he is a day 3, day 6. Can you imagine what you will feel?
You know, it's so true that I don't really think that there is a word called stagnant, you know, stagnant, because of our wonderful plan, our business plan, which is patented and so unique that, you know, let's say for example, at whichever point that you stop, you just continue from that point onwards, you know. That is not like any other companies where everything goes back to zero. You got to start all over again. So let's say, for example, for some luck, you might have somebody who have just like created some sales along the way, and you are from 1A, you actually, when you kickstart, you are 4A. How is that? Right? So you keep moving, and then now we have so many stories to tell, so many success story, and so many Kangen experience to share, right? And plus leveraging on EKW plus GoPro at the end of the year, And plus the weekly meeting, we have so many. It's so easy now. It's so easy than 10 years ago or 8 years ago. Right? Yeah, so one last question for you, Dennis. What do you think of Inajik as a company and the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? So
to be honest, I have no words to describe Mr. Oshiro. I simply can't find the words to describe him. You see, I'm not a newbie in sales industry, guys. So for you to enter like a network marketing company or even any direct sales company or any type of sales company, it's easy. But for you to do it consistently, persistently, and sustainability, it's not going to be easy. So why can I sustain in this company? Simply because of the great compensation plan of the business plan that Mr. Oshiro has devised for us. So to be honest, I have bumped into, guys, sorry, I don't mean to, I didn't mention any particular company. I'm just sharing what I have seen. Guys, can you all participate here? If last year, during 2020, most of us is still adjusting to the pandemic. Did you guys get a lot of phone calls, WhatsApp, email, trying to push product to you? Did you guys receive a lot of that? Do you know what happened? Simply because, yeah, thank you, Italian, what is this? Francesco. Oh, Francesco is the one always
Italian translator.
answering. I know Francesco. Okay, so you know, do you know what happened? Actually, it's because all those company are like they devise the plan to make all those distributor keep on buying product. Then they make it. Then the upline have to push the downline. You know, so then the downline buy a lot. Upline everyone they maybe there's a limited time frame. All of you have to come in and grab. Oh, they are so happy. They post on Facebook. I grabbed that 500 product. I grabbed 20 of the product. They are so happy, but they didn't know they are being slaughtered by their own company. Then, sorry guys, I have to be direct. Then, all those product, all those stock at their home, what do? They find you to liquidate it long. They push it to you all, to their friends and family. Not really because they want to help you. But from 2020 till now, NRG didn't do this. That's why I can be with this company. There's no perfect company, guys. NRG will have its own problem, its own fault. Nothing wrong with that. It's normal. We are all human. If you can find a perfect one, I can only say, I believe even Samsia will follow you. But there isn't. There's no perfect one. It doesn't exist. But since all of you have already experienced the miracle of the product, the miracle of the plan, please really spread the message of Mr. Oshiro to everyone. I really have no words to describe Mr. Oshiro. I can only say that this is the best plan that I have ever been involved with during my time from other businesses till now. Simple as that. Actually, I have this cafe simply because I found out a lot of people they doesn't have a place to eat like healthy diet that can help them along their journey to get better from whatever health challenges they are getting into. That's why in my cafe I provide free flow Kangen water, no charge. Cannot take away. Cannot take away, but free flow. Free flow. How many cups you want, you take it. And I wash everything with strong Kangen. I sanitize the whole shop with strong acidic. I'm not involved in the business directly, I'm just one of the director. I mean, I'm not in the management.
Yeah.
I did not manage it, but we all of us. So that's why our slogan there is "You are what you eat," and we are pesticide free. Like what do you call that? We are fresh veggie, all those kind of things. We give them good food to help everyone to achieve true health. And sometimes I also get business from there.
You know, after I saw the video, you know, of all the food that you churn out at the cafe, you know, I feel like buying an air ticket and fly over there now and eat your food at your
Avocado bar actually. It's just a short form.
yeah.
Avo bar.
And for some of you, right, who have been so used to be eating the Kangen food, we call it Kangen nice food. That means all your produce, meat stuff, everything clean with strong Kangen water and sanitized with strong acidic water. The food just tastes so different. And bear in mind that quite recently we have a virologist, Malaysian virologist. She did say that coronaviruses can also be stuck on your produce. So when you go to the market, right, and it doesn't mean that it is through human contact. It is also, it can be stuck onto your vegetables and your produce. So the advice is you need to wash more. The way they advise to wash more is you just keep on running under the tap water. Can you imagine if you're cooking for a meal, how much water you're going to waste, right? So Dennis, so that's the end of the interview. Today we got to know you even better. You have any more things to add on before we wrap up?
I think I will only say something that how do you say that? I want to keep on nagging on the same thing. Guys, please leverage on EKW, not leverage on yourself. You yourself can only be the medium. You are the medium to get them to the event. For example, something that let's say I'm good at sales. Can you copy me or not? Maybe, maybe not. So it's not duplicable. Event is duplicable. Event is duplicable. So guys, please leverage on event. Now event is so simple, can be done online. It doesn't matter where you are. No more excuses, please. Sorry, don't be angry at me. But sometimes I just have to be direct. I want you to open your mind. Remember something. I remember many years ago, one of my first mentor in sales, he tell me something. Never listen to what I say, he said. Listen to my heart. What I want to, the message that I want to like pass on to you, he said. Not my words. If you listen to my word, you will be very angry, he said. But please listen to my heart. What I want to help you. What is happening? what is the reason behind it? Guys, any one of you ever see like a kung fu movie from the 70s, 80s, the kung fu movie, whereby the kung fu master asked the disciple to do something very lame. For example, pick up water from point A to point B. Every day do the same thing. So the disciple got very angry. Why, master? I already devote so much of my time, but you didn't like teach me the kung fu secret. At the end, when the disciple actually got into a fight, the disciple found out that the thing that the master trained him actually works. It's the simple thing that counts. So believe in your leader. They are not here to like make you not successful. They want you to be successful. Bernard, Sam, can I ask you, are you happy or not if most of your distributor are even more successful than you? Are you happy or not, to be honest?
No, I won't be happy. I'll be damn happy.
It's true,
Yeah.
right? So all of them here, they are not here to, thank you, Bernard. He said they're super happy.
Where's
All of
Bernard?
them here are here to help you. They are not giving you ways to fail. It's just that sometimes we didn't change. So the word is the key word today, the key takeaway is change. We need to change. You know, I just shared a book with my team a few days ago. Let me show you this book. I love this book. Someone, because at that time I was a lorry driver, and no, I'm not a lorry driver, I'm the one delivering behind, still remember. Someone actually changed my life because they give me this book. Who
I
Moved
read
by
this book
Peace.
before. I read
This book is teach me to change. Move with the cheese. You need to change. So actually, we really need to change. So guys, only one word actually. Please remember, all of us must be ready to change.
You know, thank
Not
you
change
so
your
much.
profession, change your way.
Thank you so much, Dennis. You know, I believe all of us have received, you know, the great message from you, from your heart to our hearts. Thank you very much. And thank you for the great session today, Dennis. And next, I would like to have
Let's all
Simon.
give a big hand to Dennis first.
Yeah, give
Hello,
us
everybody.
give him a big, warm round of applause.